Okay, let's say you're his advisor, Florentino Perez. He can only take one of those players, Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland. Who would you pick and why?
I'm going with Kylian Mbappe because I think not only does he have the experience of having won big things already, but he gives you more flexibility in the attack. He can go into wider areas. He can play a central role as well. And I think he's going to be productive for you for a decade or so. He's not dependent on service, whereas a guy like Erling Haaland is dependent upon service. It's not going to create for himself. Kylian Mbappe can create for himself, can create for others, can get in behind, can show underneath, can work out wide, can work down the middle. He would be my choice, no doubt about it. Although, if you can bring them both, well, then now we're cooking. Now we're talking a whole different deal. But if I were to choose one, I would choose Mbappe.
If you do bring them both, and if goals are king, who's the star of those two in the squad? Because there's always one that shines a bit brighter than another.
It's Kylian Mbappe. And Erling Haaland would be happy to be the guy scoring the tap-ins in the middle. And that's fine. That works just as well. And so I think both of them have shown personalities to where they can work with each other and they can accommodate each other's needs. But you also have to sort out, as I said earlier, and it was one of the beginning points that I made, is you have to sort out what Eden Hazard is. Because I don't think he's an accommodating guy. And so he needs to find what his role is within this team and stop worrying about being the next Cristiano Ronaldo Real Madrid and just be the best version of Eden Hazard. And if he does that, then I think it makes it a whole lot easier for people upstairs to make decisions as to what this team needs going forward.
Could there be a point of Vinicius Jr. coming in instead for that spot where Hazard would be, and then you'd have an even younger average age for your front line?
Well, and so if you do the math, and again, there's financial considerations here, you're going to have to make some sort of room for somebody. And that financial consideration is, okay, where are we going to get the most money out there in the market? And which target would probably be the one that would garner most money and most interest out there? And that may just be Eden Hazard. So if he's not the guy that you think you want in your team, well, then you flip around and then try to turn around and see if you can deal him away. But it's giving up on what you thought was going to be the solution. And so this takes a little bit of foresight and planning. I think Vinicius Jr. could be a great option for Eden Hazard. However, you bought Eden Hazard for a reason, because you thought he was the answer to your problem. And so maybe you give him the rest of the season, maybe you give him into the summer and see what happens. You're going to bank on Eden Hazard because you made an investment. But in a club like Real Madrid, as we know, they don't have a whole lot of time for you to make it work. So if it doesn't work for Eden Hazard sooner rather than later, then I think they move on to whatever the next plan is. And in order to accommodate Mbappe and Erling Haaland, you have to free up some money. And that money may just come from selling Eden Hazard.
When you have a player, let's just say this went ahead and he did bring Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland in, on an individual level, does it help or hinder your chances as a player to, say, be going for a Ballon d'Or if you're playing with another superstar in the squad? Like we saw Neymar leaving the MSN at Barcelona in the hope that he could go on to rival players like Messi for that award.
Yeah, and that's worked out very well for Neymar, hasn't it? Yeah, what a good choice that was, Neymar. Fantastic, buddy. It's gone great for you. Look, once you start making those decisions based upon whether you're going to win an individual award in what is a team game, then I think you go on a slippery slope. And you get yourself into trouble, and you get yourself into trying to think about what your individual objectives are rather than focusing on the fact that if the team is winning and you're scoring goals and you're doing well and you're playing with confidence and you're showcasing your talent, all those awards are going to take care of themselves. So I don't think any of these players should be making a decision based upon the fact that this is going to position me in a way in which now I can truly showcase who I am on an individual basis. This is a team game, and as long as the team wins and you play well, all those others awards will take care of themselves.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.